Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Pendulum. Pendulum is a game designed by Travis Jones, published by Stonemaier Games, plays 1 to 5 players. What's the time limit on this? 60 to 90 minutes. This is a real-time game. What that means is you're going to be flipping timers, and as a timer is running out of time, you have access to certain workers. Some are blocked off. Then when the time runs out, it can get flipped. Then other workers will activate, that kind of thing. But the cool thing about this one is it can also be played not in real time. Now, this is a worker placement game. You take workers out, trying to collect resources, different votes, and all that kind of thing. Basically, it's a race to be the first player to cross the finish line in 4 different tracks. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go down to the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of Pendulum, all set up for 2 players. I'm playing on the advanced sides of the boards here. So to set up, you're going to give each player a player board, which I'm showing here. You're going to get all the pieces of their color. So there'll be 2 grande workers and 3 little workers. There'll be score trackers for all the tracks with the appropriate colors. There'll be a legendary achievement marker and basically a turn order marker, a prestige marker. And then you're also going to get a deck of cards. There'll be 4 cards that match your symbol on your board, which I've done here. And then based on whatever your board says to start with, you're going to start with that. So I get 2 gold, a blue cube, and a military. What is blue? I forget what blue is. Let me look at that. Blue is blue is culture, so we have gold, culture, military. And then you're going to have a supply of all the rest. There's 10 of each cube that you have. You'll have 10 votes and 2 10-vote markers here just off to the side. That's your own personal banks. You don't have to keep reaching across. So both players are going to get set up the same way. That player's got a little bit of different layout because they have 2 votes instead of some culture and some military. All right, then on the board, you're going to put it on the appropriate side. So this is the 2 or 3 player side. You're going to put the timers on the top space of each of the sections. So top of the blue, top of the green, top of the black. You're going to shuffle the territory cards, flip 4. You're going to put these little cool timer markers here on the other bases in the purple track. And then in a 2-player game, you're going to put dummy workers, or workers from a non-used player color. I call them dummy workers. That's probably not the best term, but unused player colors in the 4 small boxes of each of the top regions. Then you're also going to put their hex here on the bottom with 3 votes. So they always have 3 votes, and that'll make sense in a little bit. Then you'll shuffle up the legendary achievement cards, flip 1, and keep the legendary achievement out for this first round, the first council phase. Then it will come into play. Now, if you want to play a real-time game, you just use the timers. That's set. But I'm going to play an actual turn-based game because real-time is chaos, and I don't like that. But I like the turn-based, kind of functions similarly, but you don't have to stress out about your turn. So we're going to use this to track turns. All right, so let's, we also have the council board over here with an additional grande worker and some goals that we can achieve based on where we are in the prestige up there. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we have to do is, before we even start playing, we have to put our workers down on the board. So starting with black, because they're at the top of the track here, they're going to put one of their workers down. And I think they want to do this. Now, in order for them to go there, only one worker, if there's already a little worker there, they'd have to put their grande worker, just kind of like viticulture. So they couldn't use their little worker to put there. So now red will put a worker down. And I think red wants to, they're going to get a vote. So they're going to go there. Then black will grab some gold You can only assign your workers to places where there aren't timers. So right now the bottom sections. And then red will go, yeah, let's go here. So they'll go there. All right, so now that we've done that, we're ready to play. So we're gonna move this down. We're gonna flip all the timers. So we flip this, knock one of these off. The time and the timer doesn't really matter right now. It's just signifying which areas are blocked off. All right, so the way this game works is if the timer is in an area with one of your workers, you can activate that worker. So in this case, all of us are gonna get activate. Both of us will activate both of our workers, but that's not always going to be the case as the game goes on. So we'll start over here. So the red player has an option to pay 2 coins to either produce in brown, which will be military here, or they can pay 2 coins to get 1 on the yellow score track, 1 on the blue score track, and 1 vote. And I think they're going to do that one. So they're going to come here. They'll pay 2 coins, and they will get 1 yellow, 1 blue, and 1 vote. All right, so that's their turn. Then this will do this one. So both of these players are going to come down here, or black's going to come down here. They're going to pay 2 coins. They're going to get a military strength and 2 more votes. So they are running away in the vote count, and that'll make sense in a little minute. Hopefully, if I play through that long. And then we're going to do these 2. Black will get 2 coins, 2 gold. I'm not going to put it all the way over there. And then red will get a vote. All right. So that's that. Now, if any workers were freed up from sections where there's a timer, they could then move them and reassign them to get some more actions. Now what we're going to do is we're going to flip black. So we flip black. These workers are now free to place. So where's red want to go? I think red... I'd like to get some more cash. And black. We'll go over here. All right, so that's that. We're done. We will go down here. We'll flip black again. Red gets 2 gold. Black gets a cube of whatever, and they're going to take red. All right, so that's that. Then we come down. We're going to flip the green one. So the green one comes up. Black's grande worker is now free to go wherever they want it to go. And I think they want to get another vote. So they'll go there. Nobody else can move there. Everybody else is locked up. So now we're coming down here. Black will flip. These are free. So they'll be able to be placed in a second. This one will come down. Black will get a vote. Black's really trying to get some votes here. And then red will go here. Black will go there. All right. Then we bring this down. We're going to flip purple. So red now has this one. And we're going to flip black. So black now comes down here. So black has their grande worker. Red is going to get a vote. Black is going to get a cube of whatever. So black will take another military cube. And red gets to assign. And I think they want to go over here. Okay, so they're done. Now, black is going to flip. So this goes here. No actions to take because no one went there, but black and red now have a worker free. And I think, yeah, they're small workers. That stinks. Red's going to get some more money, and I think black is going to just continue getting another cube. All right, so then we're going to flip green. So green flips. Red gets to activate this. They're going to come down here for 2 coins. And now they activated the red territory, so they get 4 cubes of whatever they want. So let's do 3 military and 1 culture. All right. And then that's all it flipped. So these 2 black ones are still there. and we'll go down. Black will flip. Black will get a cube of whatever. They're going to take another military. And red gets 2 coins. Then nothing's free yet. Oh, black has this one that I should have played. That's fine. Let's do what's flipping. Black is flipping. They're going to go not there yet. They'll go up here. Sure. All right, so then we're going to flip black. Nothing. Red gets this back. Black gets this back to assign. And I think they're going to assign. Black's going to assign here. Red is going to assign here. All right. Then we flip all of them. So this will be the last round, and then I'll show you what happens here. So that flips. This one comes back to red. This flips, and then we'll activate. So red gets to do a conquer. I haven't done that. So now to conquer, you have to give up 4 military cubes. And you're going to take one of these cards here, which are going to have additional income for one of your regions. And what I want to do is, I'm actually going to tuck it under here so I can have some additional money. So when I produce yellow now, I will get 3 coins instead of 2. Then what happens is the card gets flipped over and we get a new card in there. So that's that. Then up here, black is going to pay 2. And they're going to go here, take 2 more votes because they need more votes apparently. They have so many votes. And they're going to move up 1 on the red military track. And then down here, black also is going to do nothing because they have no coins. So they'll just hang out and not do anything there. Okay. And red had a free worker come out. And we're going to put that red worker right. They have 2 coins. Let's go. Yeah, let's go up here. All right. So now that's the end of that. Now we're on to council phase. Council phase follows this. Whenever you knock all these purple pendulums off, or timers off, we're going to go to a council phase. Council phase is going to follow this order. You're going to determine who has the most votes. The third, like, imaginary player has 3 votes. So we need to beat 3 votes to not be last place on that track, because first and second are better. Okay, so we'll look at red. Red has 3, but they're currently ahead, so they stay ahead. Black has a whole pile, so they'll be in first. Then what happens is you discard all the votes. So black is first. Turn orders are going to stay the same. Then what happens is you're going to pay out the rewards here. So black is going to get 2 victory points, which is moving up on one of these tracks, or in any combination, 2 points worth of it. And then red is going to get 1, and they're each going to get a card. So black will move up 1, 2, okay? And then red will move up, we'll start on red. And then they're each going to get a card. So black gets first pick. The cards that are coming are over here. These are the rewards. If they have lightning bolts, they're immediate. If they have a flip, you'll flip it, and you can change one of your little workers to a grande worker. And if they have the star, they're going to become one of these new cards that you can use on your turn, which I'll get into next round because I want you to see those. And I think black is going to take this one, use it, and they're going to get a move up on one of each of the tracks. So 1, 2, 3. That's pretty good. And I think red is going to produce this one. They're going to produce their blue, which is 5 cubes. So they want 2 money, 2 blue, and 1 military. All right, and that's that. Then what happens is we're going to check for maximum territories. You can only have 2 territories under each section. There's only 1 right now, so we're good there. Then we're going to clean up. So we get rid of all the cards except for this one. This will get flipped over if we used it because it's always out. Then we're going to flip 5 new ones. This is effectively the timer of the game when these cards run out. So we're going to do 4 rounds effectively. Then we're going to get rid of all of these, get new ones. Then we're going to get rid of this card, which I didn't explain these. What this means is if anytime you have that criteria and that criteria, you can take this disc and put it on there. If this token's on there, you can take the token and move this up. That's the only way to move this up. Or if the token's not, or you can always decide to get the reward here. So take the token, get the reward. If the token's gone, you have to take the reward. You get one of them, not both of them. So that's the only way to get this gold, the silver track moved, is to take one of these. But this one's gone, so we get a new one. And now we're able to start achieving this because the token is now on there. And then we put the timers back on the spaces. If we have any workers, we can move them around, all that, and then we will go ahead and get started again. So I'm going to try to play some of these cards this time so you can see what happens. So the first thing we're going to do is we'll flip all the timers. So flip, flip, flip. All right, so we'll start with down here. Red gets a worker free. Then black gets a worker free. Black had workers free, but they want to keep it there, I think. Actually, they're going to move it. They're going to move it over here. All right, now any workers that are in the section will activate. So red is going to activate this one. They're going to spend 2 gold, and they're going to move up 2 on this track. All right, let's see what kind of cards they have too. So here's what the cards look like in the advance. So 2 cubes to pick up one of your discarded cards. These cards are always in your hand, but you have to pay to pick them up. Pay 2 cubes to move a worker that's on a timer section. Pay 8 cubes of whatever to get a new small worker. You can see we have 2 extras. And then pay 2 cubes to score 2 points. Ooh, that's pretty tempting. I'm going to do that one, actually. I'm going to pay 2 cubes. And I'm going to score 2 of something. So let's do 2 blue. That's a good one. All right, so that's how those cards work. And you can use as many of those as you want, whenever you want. Now, black and red both have a worker to play. I think red wants to go here, and black wants to do the same. They can do that because that's a little worker. All right, then we're going to flip the black one. So both of these, both players get 1 vote. Black gets 2 gold. And that's it. No one gets any workers back. We'll flip black again. Red gets a worker back. Black has 2 back. And I think black wants to come up here and right here. And red is going to go right there. All right. Now we're going to flip green. So green flips. Red gets the worker back. Black is going to activate this one. They'll pay 2 coins, 2 gold to go up 2 on the yellow track. What kind of cards do they have? Maybe they can use a card. Activate the ability on one of those cards twice. 4 votes to get a little worker. 3 culture to score 2 culture points. 1 culture to get 3 cubes of whatever. They need some culture cubes. All right. So then black did that. Nothing activates here. Nothing activates here. Red's going to send out a worker to there. All right. Now when this comes down, black is going to flip. Red gets a vote. Black 2 gold. All right. Then black and purple flip. So these are free purple flips. So red gets to activate this, and I think they want to do that. So they're going to pay 2 gold. They'll move up 1 on yellow, 1 on blue, and 1 vote. And they have a worker to put out. They need some gold, so they'll go here. Black will, they have gold. They're going to get a vote. Then we'll go here, flip a black. Whoops. Black gets a vote. Red gets 2 gold. No one freed up, so we'll come here. We'll flip a green. Nobody's up there in green, so another wasted action. Black is free, and I think black wants to. They're going to come here. Okay, then we'll flip black. These are free. What's the flipping next? Black is flipping next. Red will go here. Black will go here again. Black flips. Black gets a vote. Red gets 3 gold because I forgot I had my little thing down there. I might have missed that once, but that's fine. It's my fault. Okay, then we're going to flip all of them. No one's free, no other workers, so we'll flip all. So this comes this way. Red, black. This comes this way. This comes this way. Oh, I forgot to move that over when I did that. So this one's free. None of the other ones are free. All right, so black's going to activate this. They're going to pay $2 to get 5 culture cubes. And then that is going to let them play a card. They're going to pay 1 culture cube to get 3 cubes, and they take 3 gold. And I'll show you why they're going to be doing that. All right, so that's that. Now they have completed this goal. They have 3 gold, 3 military, 3 culture, 3 votes. So what they're going to do is they will take their token, put it here, and they're going to take this and move this up. So they've completed that. So that was good for them. Now red has to play some workers out. Red would like to go here and here. All right, and black will go here. All right, now we're going to do another council phase. So we go through all what we did before. We'll get some workers, all that kind of thing. And that's how the game's going to play until we've gone through 4 council phases. And then at the end of that, the game will end unless, I didn't talk about the end of the game, unless one player gets all of their tokens up into this region here. If that happens, they win automatically. If not, when the game ends, every player who at least has this token over there is eligible for win. If nobody has that, then they win. So if the game ended right now, this player would win because they're the only one that did the legendary achievement. Otherwise, if the game ends, you're going to see who is the farthest along on the tracks. If no one's made it all the way over here, you're going to take your lowest track, and that's your score. So you're trying to just move up on tracks as far as you can to win the game. And that's how you play Pendulum. Let's go up the top. See what you think about it. All right, well, that was Pendulum. So, full disclosure up at the top, I haven't played this in real time. I'm not a real-time games fan. I played Escape and Fuse. That's about it. Just not my jam. I've only played this turn-based, and I've only played it at 2 players. So, those are my disclosures. Now, even playing this just turn-based, I'm a fan. It's not my favorite Stonemaier game by any stretch of the imagination. It's a standard worker placement game, and I'm sure if people are into real-time, the real-time would make it a little more stressful. But it has collect resources, turn those resources into other things, use those resources to fulfill some contracts. I like all that stuff. It's not the deepest of games. It's not the most intuitive outside of the real-time thing, which I haven't played, so maybe that's really cool. But it's a solid game. Stonemaier, great production, amazing art. I mean, this is a really cool box. The bits are just standard workers and some cubes like tapestry, so they're like the plasticky bakelite or whatever it's called. All the stuff is linen finished, the player boards, the rule book. So top-notch Stonemaier production. So yeah, I don't have a ton to say about this. I think if you like worker placement games and you like real time, you should definitely play this and play it with real time. If you don't like real time, I would suggest a different Stonemaier game, like, I don't know, Charterstone, Scythe, anything that doesn't have the real time aspect, because it's not the most groundbreaking of worker placement, but it is still enjoyable. And I don't care about groundbreaking as much, I just want to have a fun game. And this one is fun. Not my favorite Stonemaier game, but definitely fun, definitely one I'll keep and come back to with some new people when they want to. Maybe I'll try the real time sometime. I don't know. It's not something that I'm looking forward to trying, but maybe someone will play it and they'll convince me and it'll be like the greatest game of all time. So who knows? But that's Pendulum from Stonemaier Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.